with 4:55 to go in the first quarter. It's Raytown 9, Shawnee Mission Northwest 5. The upstart Jays, 3-22 a season ago, 5-4 against this Cougar squad, and went 16-7 and made the Kansas 6A quarterfinals. Inbound goes to Malia Myers, directing traffic now left to right. Myers goes right wing. Has got Lyric Burnside. Now feeds back inside. Off-rim shot off the lamp. That was no good. Pulled down by the Cougars. That was Controlla who couldn't find it. The drop now pushing it back inside the paint. Push out. Gabby Jackson. Left wing three. Puts it in. Gabby Jackson. 8 points just like that. We have a 9-8 ball game. Cutting the lead to 1 for Raytown. Cougars will sub in. Now to inbound for Shawnee Mission Northwest. This is Mia Halleck. Mia Halleck, sophomore, from stolen away, put up, taken away by Kaden Morris. She's hacked on the way up to the bucket. Foul is on number 15, Lady Blunt, her first. Not a shooting foul, however. Foul was before the shot. Here's the inbound from Burnside. Number 11 feeds it in. Finds Conchola. Kick back out to Burnside. Dribbled off her own foot. Turnover for Raytown. Their first. 2 apiece for both squads. Jackson layup from the left block is no good. Offensive board. Right wing three is put up from the Cougars. Does not fall. Blunt going to get the drop. Team rebound to Raytown. 9-8. Jays on top. 3:59 to go. First quarter. Inbound on its way from Burnside. Myers behind the back. Sized up by Jackson. Good matchup right there. Hip check. Personal foul. They're going to call it on Myers, I believe. Turnover against the Jays, their third. Up by 1 still, but back to the Cougars. Pushing it is Abby O'Connor. Cross court all alone in the corner. Now back to the top. Here is Jackson. All EKL. Kicking out back to Blunt. Blunt, nice move. Puts up the floater. Does not drop. Rebound to Jayla Clark, who has 4 points plus that board. Myers, top of the key. Crosses over, puts up the floater from about 14 feet away, does not drop. Out of bounds, team rebound, Shawnee Mission Northwest. Still 1 point ball game, 3:29 here in the first. Called a turnover on Raytown. Offensive foul. All alone in the corner now, feeding back inside. What a foul inside the paint. Ruth Gibson, the sophomore, after an excellent freshman campaign. She will go into the bucket for the 3-point play. That's on Clark, her first foul. Shawnee Mission Northwest has the first lead of the day for the Cougars at 10-9. The first bucket for Gibson. Can't convert on the old school 3-point play. But nonetheless, 10-9, Cougars on top. Pushing aside, lost ball. It's like a foul called on Shawnee Mission Northwest. It's on number 20, Mia Halleck. Team foul number 4, her first. Into the matchup. Rakai Cook comes in for the Cougars. Feed into Burnside, back to Myers, loose ball picked up by the Jays, pushing it back is Burnside. Burnside from about 17 feet off the midi, can't convert, rebound Shawnee Mission Northwest. Now right side, right corner, put up from Udy, 20 feet away and she buries it, 13-9. Udy, her first bucket of the day. 4-point lead for the Cougars, loose ball, turnover, Raytown. Their fifth. And out of nowhere, The Cougars with a head full of steam. Gabby Jackson leading this Cougar squad with 8 points. Udi, her first tray, her first bucket after that right corner triple. Here is Shawnee Mission Northwest. Mia Halleck to rebound, number 20. Goes to the free throw line to Udi. Poked away by persistent, pesky defensive pursuit by Raytown's number 13, Kaden Morris, the freshman, getting her hands dirty. Still Cougar basketball. Gabby Jackson, first team All-EKL, driving in and thriving, threading the needle, threading it into the paint and putting up the bucket. 15-9. Jackson, just like that, has 10 first quarter points. Turnover, Raytown once again. That's their 6th of this first quarter alone. Jackson up top. Kick out right wing. 3-ball on its way from Cook. Can't convert. Rebound, offensive rebound to the Cougars. Over to the left corner. Here is Halleck as she's fouled on the perimeter, and she'll go to the line for 3 shots. Shooting foul on Lyric Burnside, her first. Mia Halleck, forward, number 20. Sophomore at 5'8", sinks the first one. Her first point of the day. It's 16-9. The Cougars building their lead and building this run. Second one is no good. A 6-0 run. Scratch that, make it an 8-0 run for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Plethora of subs for both squads. That one good, 2 for 3. Halleck at the line. 17-9. Shawnee Mission Northwest on top. 2-on-3 first quarter. Morris inbounds and collision, hard crash near baseline. Malia Myers holding her right eye. She picks up the offensive foul. Or no, she'll stay. She'll actually take a seat on the bench. Her right eye took a flag on that play. And it's a turnover for Raytown. Team foul number 5 for Raytown. And back to Shawnee Mission Northwest with Sienna Lewis inbounding. Give and go. Give it to Jackson. Puts it up on the driving layup. And she gets it to drop. And just like that, for 12 points now for Jackson, another turnover in the back pocket, giving it right back to the Cougars, but a charge against Shawnee Mission Northwest gives it back to Raytown. It's an 11-0 run for the Cougars, rounding out this first quarter. It was 6-0 Raytown at one point. Shawnee Mission Northwest and their experience paying off. Turnover Raytown. That one's on Burnside. I count 9 unofficial turnovers on Raytown. They're not even out of the first period. Inbound from Gibson. Now going right to left. This is O'Connor. Gibson, top of the key. Looked like a foul. Kick back out. Right corner 3 from Lewis. Sinks it. 14-0 run. Just building and building. 22-9. Another turnover. 10th of the quarter for Raytown. Give it right back. Tit for tat. I believe that's the 4th for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Driving inside the paint. Bucket won't go. Burnside can't get the drop. Offensive board. That one from Conchola does not drop. Cross-court pass, corralled by Udi. Feet inside, in the paint. That one's blocked from the side. Call it a shooting foul. Conchola attacks Halleck. Halleck goes back to the line after sinking 2 of 3 earlier this quarter. 2 points for her so far today. First one in. Story of this first quarter, Gabby Jackson, the senior, with 12 first quarter points, leading everyone in this matchup. Halleck goes 2 for 2, has 4 points on the day. Inbound coming from Burnside. Not before a timeout called by Melvin Myers, head coach for Raytown, his second of the quarter.
Timeout on the floor.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
My name is Bree McNally. I am actually a server downtown at Grunauer. Our 15-year-old son was in an automobile accident and he was taken by ambulance to Children's Mercy Hospital. So when I called Eric, he just, was upfront about everything, let me know what the process.
Gets in, goes to Morris. She's fouled. That's going to be on Bree Udy. 50 seconds remaining. 50.7 to be exact. Inbound comes. Here's Conchola. Stolen away. 11th turnover. Picked up by the Cougars. Picking her pocket. Sienna Lewis going mid-court to the rack. She's got 2 points. It's 26-9. And a hectic sequence on the far end ends in another Raytown turnover. 12 so far in this first quarter. Things unraveling for the Blue Jays. Inbound comes from Ruth Gibson. An all-EKL freshman a year ago, now a sophomore. Left corner 3 from Udy. Hits back iron. Offensive rebound from Lewis. She's going up, and she'll go to the line. That foul on number 14, Jayla Clark. Her second. Lewis heads to the line with 2 points already. .6 left in this first quarter. That one clears the rim twice before falling in. 27-9. Lewis with 3. 3 timeouts left for Raytown. 2 taken so far in this first period. That one hits front iron. From for the basketball. No call. A timeout. Shawnee Mission Northwest. Coach Stewart's first of the quarter. Take a quick 30-second break. 27-9. Shawnee Mission Northwest over Raytown here on 810varsity.com. Climb back in a big way thanks to 12 first quarter points so far for Gabby Jackson, the all-conference first team senior. Now inbound to the Cougars. Right wing, kicking out to Burnside. Now here is Halleck. Right wing 3 is up and gets stuck. Jump ball Seeing a little bit of everything here in this first quarter. Why not that? 4.6 to go, 27-9. Shawnee Mission Northwest. Great hops from our referees today. 12 turnovers, also the story for Raytown in this first quarter, combined with 12 first quarter points by Gabby Jackson. Quick poke out by Burnside, to Lewis, who pokes it out. Still Raytown basketball. Inbounding Charisma DeWitt, who was just added this week to the roster. Another feisty play from Lewis. Pokes it back out. Still 3.5 on the clock. DeWitt directing traffic, finally gets it in at the horn. The left wing does not get a shot off Raytown. Conchola couldn't find her target in time, and after 8 minutes in the first quarter, it's all Cougars. Shawnee Mission Northwest on top of Raytown, 27-9 with the second quarter to come. You're watching the A10 Varsity Showcase right here on A10Varsity.com.
Chopper shoppers earn points every time they shop at Price Chopper. Then they can choose how to spend them. Select from free items in the Price Chopper app and load them onto your card. Or save on fuel at Quick Trip. Get 25 cents off per gallon for every 500 rewards points. Become a Chopper shopper and start saving even more today.
Border war battle between Shawnee Mission Northwest and Raytown, and the Cougars using a 19-0 run to close out the first quarter, make it 21-0 here in the last 6 minutes or so. And a bucket from Ruth Gibson to start things off. That's her second bucket. She's got 4 points. 29-9, all Cougars here in our first matchup of the afternoon. Later on in game 2, at around 5 o'clock, we'll see Olathe North and Staley to close out the girls division, as a mid-range jumper from Raytown is no good. Air ball from Burnside. Cougar rebound. Errant pass from Ruth Gibson, just the 5th turnover by Shawnee Mission Northwest. They had 4 in the first quarter. 1 so far here in the second. 12 for Raytown, as a right corner 3 is just short from Raytown's Brianna Bush, making her first appearance of the game. Jackson steps out, kicks out, misses Lewis for 3. 3-second violation on Jackson inside the lane. Turnover, Cougars, their second of the quarter, is quickly as 30 seconds. Inbound is immediately stolen away by Shawnee Mission Northwest. Persistent, pesky defense from Lewis. She kicks out to Gibson, who drains a 3 from the far corner. 32-9. The Cougars just piling it on here early in the second quarter. Run keeps continuing. No foul called. Physical defense from Shawnee Mission Northwest. Burnside keeps it alive. Coach Myers receiving a warning. Officials timeout. Next time he's going to be issued a technical if you didn't pick that up. Coach Myers' squad down 32-9. Back in action, 6:20 and counting, second quarter. Raytown looking for anything, an answer. Turnover, Burnside coughs it up to Jackson. Oh, nice crossover. Great finish from Jackson, adding her total now at 14, 12 in the first. Trying to stay alive, or running into a brick wall. Rihanna Kanchala goes down hard, gets back up. 34-9. Personal foul on Brianna Udy of Shawnee Mission Northwest. Inbound back on its way. Here is Charisma DeWitt. Gets it in to Malia Myers. Court general for this squad. Like another foul called on Shawnee Mission Northwest on number 11, Lewis. Her second. Should be picked up by Mia Halleck. Number 20 checking back in. She has 4 points so far today. Now back over the timeline. Myers sized up by Navy Blunt of Shawnee Mission Northwest, number 15. Now here is Conchola driving inside, kick it out. Now back inside off the fingertips of Tamara Wright. Turnover at Raytown, their third of this quarter. And the 15th of this game unofficially. 34-9 your score. Raytown going 3-22 a season ago. They went 25-3 in 2022. Meanwhile, a bucket down low in the left block. That's courtesy of Navy Blunt. Her first bucket of the day. 36-9. Raytown has not scored since the score was 10-9. Excuse me, since they led 9-8. As the dam has bursted open here in Gladstone in favor of the Cougars. Conchola now directing traffic. Top of the key, puts up a floater from 15 feet away. Rims in and out. Jackson pulls down the board. Cross court, finding Gibson, her sophomore counterpart. That one's blocked from behind, rejected by Conchola. Getting the swat from behind, but she hits baseline near the bench. Turnover, Raytown, the fourth for the Jays, much to the dismay of Coach Melvin Myers. Here's a midi from Halleck. Hits front iron. Team rebound, Shawnee Mission Northwest. 4:58, second period. Inbound from Conchola. Mims away, fifth turnover. As a floater from Jackson does not drop, but she is hacked on the way up. She goes to the free throw line. Conchola picks up that foul, her second. Jackson so far, 14 points, make it 15. 12 in that first quarter alone. She was electric. The lead extends 37-9, 38-9. And the runs keep running. Inbound to Myers. Nice, pretty pass inside, bounce pass. Finding Wright, who gets the bucket to go. And that ends a long drought dating back to the first quarter, 38-11. I'll have to add up that run here in a second as Jackson from the right wing puts that one in from downtown. 41-11, answering right back. Jackson now with 16 points. (41-11) inside. Turnaround floater off the J. That is Clark, who leads the Jays for 4 points. That foul's on Gibson with her first. It sends Clark to the line. You're down by 30. And 14 puts up Back iron out. Dubs for the Cougars. Looks like one. Gibson out. In for her is Akai Cook. Number 24. Cook. His sophomore at 5'5". That one hits back iron. No good. Defensive rebound. Cougars. Jackson feeds it up to O'Connor. Connor kicks out right corner. Back to O'Connor. Swinging around the arc. Left corner. And travel. Took one too many steps. Did maybe Blunt. A third turnover for the Cougars. 4:01 second corner. Back to Myers. Myers sized up. Poked away by Halleck. Getting physical. Got a foul on Shawnee Mission Northwest. I believe that beyond Halleck. The referees will converge and confer here. Turnover, Raytown. Offensive foul, Malia Myers. I believe that's her first foul. Back to the Cougars. Already up big time. 3:45 and ticking here in the half. That's right corner for Blunt. Top of the key. That's Jackson for three. She buries it once again. 19 points for the senior. There's a midi from the far side. About 17 feet away from Clark. That one does not drop. 44-11 is your score. O'Connor left wing, now to the corner. A jab and a drive. Midi from Blunt does not splash, but she is fouled by Conchola, her third, getting in danger here. 3:10 to go in the second quarter. Sends Blunt to the line. 2 points so far for her. (44-11). Make it. Still, same score. Announcers jinx as we have a substitution on the way for Raytown. Checking back in is Lyric Burnside for Malia Myers. Burnside checks in with one foul and 2 points. That one no good. Hits front iron. Offensive board though. Jackson finds it thanks to Halleck. Kick back out to Halleck. A double dribble on the Cougars. Fourth turnover of this quarter. 3:06 to go before half. Raytown looking for any spark of momentum heading into the half-time break. Conchola kicks it back out to Morris, who glides around the top. Burnside steps to the right, puts up the floater, no good. Defensive board falls into the midst of Halleck. Here's Jackson, all the way to the corner, driving inside. The baseline, swinging around the arc, back to Jackson, all alone for three. Off back iron, offensive rebound, Cougars. Kick back out. This is Cook. Jackson from about 25 airmails it. Defensive rebound, team rebound for Raytown. That was a heat check from Jackson if I ever saw one. Looks like two subs ready to check in for the Cougars. 2:10 to go here in the second quarter. Morris to the far corner for Burnside. Dribbling with her right hand, now to the top of the key. Finding Conchola, who puts up a wild shot, almost found its way in. Instead, finds the hands of Gabby Jackson. Now directing traffic, stepping back top of the key, swinging around to the left wing. Cook puts up a three, does not drop. Defensive rebound is taken away for an offensive board by Jackson, who's hacked on the way back up, looking for a putback. Jackson is fouled by Taylor Clark, her third personal foul. Jackson with 19 points, looking for 20 And one half alone. We'll have to wait another turn at the line. Myers checks in for Raytown, taking the part of Samara Wright. Meanwhile, out for the Cougars, number 15, Navy Blunt. In for her is number 20, Mia Hallett. Jackson, that one does drop. She's got 20 officially. We haven't played a full half yet. 1:45 to go. It's 45-11, it should be. Cougars on top. Again, this is the season opener for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Going 16-7 a year ago, going to the 6A playoffs in Kansas. Raytown 3-22 a year ago, already 0-1 this season, losing to Oak Park earlier during Thanksgiving week. Shot is no good from Raytown. Offensive board goes to Controlla, who cannot convert. Now running the floor. Here is Cook from the left block. Too strong, picked up by Gibson, tight roping, kicking it back out to O'Connor. O'Connor, top of the key, step back, kicked it to the left corner. This is Halleck for three. Just too strong. Defensive board pulled down by Raytown's Dayla Clark. Been one source of excitement for this J squad so far. We have a foul on Shawnee Mission Northwest. That is on Nakai Cook, her first. Checking out is Abby O'Connor for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Inbound. Here is Charisma DeWitt feeding it inside. On the right side. And take it back out to the perimeter. Great defense from the Cougars. Turnover on the play. They're 7th on the corner. 40 seconds to go. Here's Hallett. Left wing. Oh, great move. New player in. Driving inside. Good handles from number 30, Sophia Beck, making her first appearance of the day. 5'7" junior. He's hacked on the way up. She'll go to the line. Beck misses her first free throw. 2 subs in for Shawnee Mission Northwest. That is number 23, Liana Suplaveta. Second one no good. Offensive rebound. Suplaveta pulls it down. Layup inside by Viana Marina, excuse me. Her layup is no good. Raytown with the board. 20 seconds. Foul on Shawnee Mission Northwest. 19.7 left to tick. Zavolda with the foul. This sends Raytown to the line. Conchola, her first point of the day. That's the mini drought. 45-12. Quick 4-0 run for the Cougars. And 2 straight from Raytown. 16 seconds. 45-13. Right wing, losing the handle. Is Peyton Denton for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Turnover, their 5th at the quarter. 6 seconds to go. Here's Conchola, who will hold it for the last shot. Puts up a mini. She's fouled on the way down. She'll head to the line. With 2.2 to go. That's on Servolda. Her first. Conchola misses the first. A 19-0 run earlier in this game extended. We'll have to break that down here momentarily at halftime by Shawnee Mission Northwest. Conchola misses the second, pulled down by Denton. And that is all she wrote for the first half. here between Shawnee Mission Northwest and Raytown. The Cougars running rampant and running wild all over Oak Park High School on top of Raytown, 45-13, heading into halftime. Again, your halftime score: the Cougars 45, the Blue Jays 13. We'll take a 2-minute break and we'll come back, recap our first half, and come back for second half action here in the 8-10 Varsity Showcase at Oak Park High School. Welcome to our halftime report here at the 810 Varsity Showcase inside Oak Park High School in Gladstone, Missouri. Thanks for joining us for the first matchup of the evening. This one between Shawnee Mission Northwest and Raytown, and it's all Cougars so far today. 45-13, the Cougars lead the Jays after 2 quarters of play. Well, it was 1994 when TLC released the hit "Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls." It's been like a waterfall for the Cougars offense so far after 16 minutes of play. A 30-0 run highlighted Shawnee Mission Northwest's first half, highlighted by 22 unofficial points by all-conference senior Gabby Jackson, 12 in the first quarter, and I believe a handful of threes. Again, unofficial stat keeping on my part, but Gabby Jackson, all EKL first team a year ago as a junior, and the senior has been sensational so far today, leading her Cougar squad to this 45-13 halftime lead. Again, Shawnee Mission Northwest, it's their season debut, their season opener after going 16-7 a year ago. Raytown 0-1 this year after going 3-22 back in 2023-2024. Prior to that, Raytown was 25-3 in the 2022-23 campaign. Before that, it's going to go even further, 25, ending 2020-2021 17-8. So a string of winning seasons for the Jays, taking a bit of a dip here in a rebuilding period. 3-22. And not a good start today, maybe on their way to 0-2 after losing to Oak Park on November 25th, 69-30. Let's break down our scoring here in the first half. With 2:47 and ticking left in our halftime break. 27-9 was your first quarter score, of course, in favor of Shawnee Mission Northwest, highlighted by 12 points by Gabby Jackson. If you thought that defensive prowess and presence by the Cougars was strong in the first 8 minutes, you didn't see anything more than 4 points given up by Shawnee Mission Northwest in the second, outscoring the Jays 18-4 officially, and leading the way again for the Cougars. Scoring so far today, Gabby Jackson, like I said, with 22 unofficially. Right behind her, Mia Halleck, the bench, with 4 points. Ruth Gibson, who had a fantastic freshman year, all EKL honorable mention as a freshman. She has 4. Behind her, Sienna Lewis with 3. Brianna Udy with a tray early on in the day. Navy Blunt rounding it out with 2 of her own. And again, Shawnee Mission Northwest, 27 in the first, 18 in the second, to lead 45-13. As for Raytown, leading the way so far is Jayla Clark with 4 points. Behind her, Samara Wright with 2, Hayden Morris, the freshman, with 2, Derek Burnside with the deuce, and Yana Kanchala with 1 point. So, speaking of spotlighting problems for Shawnee Mission Northwest, problems for Raytown in that first quarter, not only 12 points given up to Gabby Jackson, but 12 turnovers for the Jays in that first quarter to boot. 7 more in the second. Meanwhile, it's been pretty tidy so far for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Only 4 TOs in that first quarter. In the second, I'm sure Coach Tyler Stewart, here in his 11th season with Shawnee Mission Northwest, had something to say about that at the halftime break. And nonetheless, his squad up big time, going gangbusters in that first half. 45-13, as we are under 30 seconds away from the second half in our third quarter of play. The crowd starting to grow in size here at Oak Park High School here at the 810 Varsity Showcase number 36. Our second matchup of the day, and the second and last in the girls division. It will be the Olathe North Eagles out of Kansas taking on the Stanley Falcons. That game slated to start at 5 p.m. We'll see where we're at here right now at about 4:25 coming up on the dot. After that, the boys will get their turn at Game 3 at 6:30. Lake North taking on the Park Hill Trojans. After that, it's the hometown Northmen of Oak Park around 8 p.m. taking on the Cougars of Shawnee Mission Northwest. Right. Appreciate our administration and staff here at Oak Park High School. Great hospitality. And immediately a turnover at the bat, poking it away. Sienna Lewis putting it up and in. Give her 5 points for the day. Her first bucket of this quarter, 47-13. Quick start for the Cougars. Now back out to Raytown. Charisma DeWitt feeds a turnover right back to Lewis. Back-to-back buckets going coast to coast. She's got 7. 3 in the first. Now 2 quick buckets, 4 quick points, and a 30-second timeout called by Melvin Myers. His team down 49-13. Just a 30-second timeout for.
Yeah, don't forget about my new tweet.
Sweetie, I can't make it to Dick's this week.
Have you heard of Dix.com?
Have I heard of Dix.com? Have I heard of Dix.com? Whoa.
Don't overthink it. Let's go shopping.
Actually, what I need are some cleats.
How about one of these?
Great.
Done.
Okay.
Anything else?
Now,
Golf clubs?
Not
Yep.
for me, for
Yeah,
a friend.
of course,
I'm
of
just
course.
anyone impressed with how fast that was?
Yeah,
I know, I went to Dix.com.
Thank you, I love you.
Well, I went to Dix.com. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, I told you about that.
Get up.
Back in action on offense. With Kaden Morris leading the floor, the freshman sized up. Top of the key to Malia Myers. Now kick it out right wing. Drive, jab inside. This is Lyric Burnside. She'll drive back in, going against a stone wall. That is Gabby Jackson. An offensive foul leaning in. Burnside turns it over. Jackson draws a foul. Great feed down court. Great assist. Bounce pass from Gibson to Lewis. And Lewis gets points in this third quarter. She's got 9 overall. 51-13. Quick run for the Cougars to start this third quarter. Airmail from Raytown. Rebound by Brownie Udy. Across the timeline, O'Connor, Udy. Here is Gibson feeding cross court. Nice pass. Midi, money from the Cougars. Abby O'Connor finds the bucket from about 17 feet away. 53-13, her first of the night. This lead growing and growing and growing. Turnover, picked away. Beauty crossing over, finding Lewis. Lewis lays it in with the left hand from the left block. Lewis is going off in this third quarter. Now with 8 points in the quarter, 11 overall, and another turnover for Raytown. 3 in this quarter, 5:30 to go. Top of the key, 3, put up, desperation, heave. From the Jays, Jayla Clark. Feed down to the roof. Gibson thought she was fouled from behind, was not, but the offensive putback is good. Who else but Sienna Lewis? She's got 13. Now 10 in this quarter alone, running out of space here. Under 5 to play in the third quarter. Once again, Clark, that time she drains it from the top of the key. That stops the bleeding momentarily. 57-16. Try to put a Band-Aid on it. That's a left corner 3. No good. Too strong from Udy. Defensive board goes to the Jays. That's Burnside. Now running the court. Trying to go coast to coast. Puts up the layup. Too strong. Jackson tracks it down. Did she step on the baseline? To a shove from behind. That's a foul on Burnside. That will be her second of the day. 15,001 of this half. A 10-0 run to start this second half. Lewis will try him from the right wing with a three. Offensive board. Connie on the spot. With Abby O'Connor finding the offensive board and the putback. Give her 4 today. 4 alone in this quarter. 59-16. That midi from Clark is no good. From the right elbow. Back to the Cougars. 59-16 your score. From about 15 feet away, the floater from Gibson's no good. And a foul! Lewis is electric! She's got 12 in this quarter. 15 overall. And again, running out of space to count her score as Jackson checks out for Mia Help. 61-16. Charisma DeWitt checks in for Raytown. Checking out is Rihanna Conchola. Lewis cannot convert, but gets her own offensive rebound. Gibson out to the right corner. Turnover. Picked away by Kaden Morris. Abby O'Connor picks up that personal foul. First for her today. Lewis checks out after a very healthy, hearty third quarter already. 15 overall points for her. Raytown tries to feed it inside. Myers' pass hits the mitts of right. Skims off of her. Turnover Raytown. Their 4th of this quarter. And the left block down low by the baseline. Shooting foul against Raytown. That sends the Cougars to the line with Mackay Cook to shoot. Mackay Cook to shoot. Taylor Clark, her 4th foul, I believe. Cook so far today, that's her first points. And Shala checks back in. Checking out for Raytown. Clark, who leads his team with 4 points. Cook hits front iron. Pulled down by Raytown. 1 for 2. She goes at the line. Trying to split the difference. And a travel. 5 turnovers in this corner. That one courtesy of Samara Wright. Peyton Denton and Sophia Beck check in for the Cougars. Abby O'Connor and Ruth Gibson check out. Here's the right corner. There's Denton. Cook. Now top of the key. This is Beck. Winging around the arc. Feed inside to Cook, who is hacked big time. Feed inside to Cook, who takes a big swing. Shooting fouls on Lyric Burnside, her 3rd. That sends Cook to the line. She just went 1 for 2 moments ago. 62-16, 3:05, 3rd period. Cook 1 for 2, make it 1 for 3. Johnny Mission Northwest, believe it or not, started the last 2 seasons 0-2, looking for their first 1-0 start since 2021. Meanwhile, Cook converts on the 2nd attempt. She's got 2 points tonight. 63-16 your score. Myers, right elbow, almost across midline. Morris Kicks out. Right wing three on its way from Conchalla. Hits back iron. Pulled down by the Cougars and going coast to coast. And almost coming up the offensive board. This time, Cook pulls up from the right elbow. That shot is no good, but the offensive putback is from number 5, Peyton Denton. That's her first bucket. 65-16. Turnover Raytown, 6 of the quarter. Poke from behind. That's off the hands of Sophia Beck. Turnover for Johnny Mission Northwest. I believe just their second this quarter. Checking out is Navy Blunt. In for hers, number 23 for Shawnee Mission Northwest. That is Liana Tripleveda. Myers feeds too strong inside, too much mustard. 7 turnovers. Great feed up court. No good on the layup by Tripleveda. And Denton with an offensive foul for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Gives it back to Raytown, down 65-16. It's Denton's first foul. Here's Myers. Clearing the lanes, directing traffic, give and go from Conchalla. Saved momentarily by the Cougars. Kept alive. Now it pokes out of bounds off of Shawnee Mission Northwest. Checking back in for the Cougars. Number 32, Viana Marina, she checks in for Halleck. Myers to Conchalla, left wing. Here's Morris, the freshman, now top of the key once again for Conchalla. Collin crosses over, puts a nice looking floater that splashes through. 65-18. Conchalla's first field goal of the day. She has 3 points, had a free throw conversion in the first quarter. Nice feed inside, now kick it out to Marina, who drives back outside and travel called on Denton. Turnover, Shawnee Mission Northwest 4 in this third quarter. 65-18. That bucket by Conchalla ended what was a 6-0 run for Shawnee Mission Northwest. Another turnover for Raytown. Quick attack, give it right back. 5 so far for Shawnee Mission Northwest. And they get it right back. 9 in this quarter for Raytown. Here is Cook, left wing, driving. Oh, just off the front iron and pulled down. Shot clock goes dark. Myers stops, does not pop, kicks out, Burnside right corner. She'll tightrope the baseline, now drive back outside. And a foul called. Looks like it's on the Cougars. Sophia Beck, her first. Team foul number 3. Myers from the right wing for 3. Does not drop. Pulled down. Defensive rebound. Sepulveda. Nice feed on the opposite end. In the hands of Beck, who gets the bucket. 67-18. One final shot from Myers. Marina says, no. We ain't having none of that. And at the end of quarter number 3, 67-18. Shawnee Mission Northwest on top of Raytown with 8 minutes left.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points.
You get more with every order.
Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points.
You get more with every order.
Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more.
Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, cause it all gives you more with Whataburger rewards.
Welcome to the fourth and final quarter here between Raytown and Shawnee Mission Northwest. Shawnee Mission Northwest with 22 points in that third quarter to build their lead up to 67-18. 5 for the Jays in that third period as that turn-away Jay is no good from Shawnee Mission Northwest. Number 32, Marina, pulled down by Raytown, who looks to go to 0-2 this season. And turnover by Raytown, their first of the quarter as we just get underway. That bucket attempt by Denton, no good. Pulled down by the Jays. Cross court over to Myers, top of the key, sized up. Give it back to Morris, the freshman. That one's blocked, taken by the Cougars. Here is Howick. Oh, nice move. Looking for the finish. Can't get it. The drop. Her offensive putback. No good either. Excuse me, that was Marina who couldn't get it to go. Raytown intercepts. Stepping on the far side line. As Burnside turning it over. Here in the 67-18 fourth quarter. Here is Denton. Feed inside to Marina. Marina puts it up, chucks it up, gets her own board, puts it back in. No bucket, no points. Foul. They actually call offensive foul on Fiona Marina. Turnover. First of the quarter, I believe, for Shawnee Mission Northwest. And keep in mind, these are unofficial on my part. In the last 67-18, Cougars, that one is blocked. Myers put it up, and it's sent back by Cevaleta. Getting it back to Raytown, can't convert. Conchola puts up a runner, does not fall. Denton out to the left wing, and Alex 3 will not fall either. Scrum picked up by Cevaleta, kick out. Halleck tries from the right wing this time for a trade, does not get it. The drop. The check. Personal foul called on Denton. Her second, team second. 5:21 and ticking here in this fourth. Myers goes right corner, top of the key.
You got this locker room.
New player.
This game.
Kenai Williams, number 4. That one's turned over by Raytown. Halleck tries to find her teammate. She does. Great find. Halleck puts it up on the floater. Now scrubbed around after the offensive rebound. Turning around is Marina. She gets to go from the baseline. That bucket for Marina. 69-18. Cougars on top. Timeout Raytown. Will be a 30-second timeout. Take a quick break. 69-18. Shawnee Mission Northwest on top of Raytown.
My name is Bree McNally. I am actually a server downtown at Grunauer. Our 15-year-old son was in an automobile accident and he was taken by ambulance to Children's Mercy Hospital. So when I called Eric, he just, was upfront about everything, let me know what the process would be. So Eric was easy to communicate with. I could Facebook Messenger him, call the office, text him, and he was always super responsive and handled everything in a timely manner.
Back in action here in the fourth quarter. 4:46 left to go in this one. And it's all Cougars running rampant at Oak Park High School. Shawnee Mission Northwest on top of Raytown, 69-18. The story of this game, first quarter, 12 points from Gabby Jackson. She finishes with 22 overall. 12 points by her in the first quarter, combined with 12 Raytown turnovers in that first period. in a 30-0 run between the first and second quarter by Shawnee Mission Northwest. At one point early on, Raytown was on top 6-0. They're up 9-8, and that's when that 30-0 spurt commenced. The dam bursting here at Oak Park. Peyton Denton for Shawnee Mission Northwest picks up her third personal foul. Team third in this quarter. That one's knocked away from Raytown, their third turnover of this quarter. Now around the court. Great passing. Great finish from the far end. That is Sophia back with the buckets. Her first of the day. 71-18. Cougars piling it on. William Myers. Hands off. He finds Clark. That one's taken away. Denton passes off. Silvetta, top of the key. Marina back to Silvetta. All alone in the paint. Puts it up, puts it in. 73-18. Quick 6-0 run for the Cougars. That one almost turned over. Back to Shawnee Mission. Back to Raytown. Silvetta, her first bucket. That one's knocked away by Marina. Going up for the shot and hacks away. Clark can't get it to drop. After that rejection. Top of the key to Silvetta, who dabs, drives, thrives in the paint in the left lane. Back-to-back buckets for her. 75-18, 2:50 to go in this one. Silvetta, 4 points today. And Sepulveda with 8. Another bucket, 4 points in this game, 2:30. Running clock with this score despite the foul. Team foul number 4 on Shawnee Mission Northwest. That sends Hayden Morris to the line. She has 2 points so far today. First attempt does not make the iron. Under 2 minutes to play. We'll have about, I believe, 20-25 minutes to allow Olathe North and Staley to warm up, as that one by Morris does drop in. 75-20. The opposite end. Denton, top of the key, rattles it home. Left all alone, and she makes the Jays pay. 79-19. Should be 78-20, I believe. 1:15 to go. Denton now with 5 points. That one's stolen away. On the opposite end, going coast to coast. Sophia Beck stretches it to an 8-19 game. He's got 4 points. Right corner three does not drop for Conchala. Under a minute to play. One more possession for the Cougars, and that should do it. Swinging around the arc here. Right wing three hits front iron for Marina. Shot clock goes dark. Denton steals it away, and the Cougars can dribble it out. Up 80-19. Still pesky defense from Raytown. Pass off to the top of the key, and you can officially put it in print. The Cougars are 1-0 for the first time since 2021. They defeat Raytown 28-19 to start off the 8-10 varsity showcase here at Oak Park High School. Our first game officially in the books. Again, Shawnee Mission Northwest 80, Raytown 19. Next up, we'll have the Olathe North Eagles taking on the Stanley Falcons. Two teams that finished last season with winning records. Should be a good one here in our second matchup of the showcase between the Eagles and the Falcons. A showdown. again, friends, we're back for our second showdown of the day here at the 8-10 Varsity Showcase number 36. This time, it's Staley Falcons taking on the Olathe North Eagles in another border war battle. The Eagles coming in at 0-1, the Falcons 1-0. Last time we talked about the Missouri team first. We'll talk about Olathe North to start things off, getting down the brass tacks. We'll talk about head coach Alonzo Williams. Coach Zoe Williams in his 7th season with the Eagles, starting back in 2017. 103 wins to 58 losses here at Olathe North and 3 state tournaments. He is getting things done for this Eagles squad, going 12-10 a season ago. Before that, 14-9, 23-2 back in 2022, and ending 2021 at 16-7. Not a bad track record for Coach Zoe. Last time out to start off the season in their season opener, the Eagles lost a close one against St. James Academy, 61-56. That was just 2 days ago on Thursday, December 5th. Coach Williams versus Staley, his first time with the Eagles taking on the Falcons. The Eagles last season, 45 points per game with a defensive clip of 44.9, so quite literally a coin toss for the Eagles on offense and defense. The Eagles ended the season with a first-round exit to Shawnee Mission South, 47-32 in the postseason. Their last state tournament appearance, 2022, when the Olathe North Eagles took 4th place. Their last Missouri matchup, the Eagles, way back when, defeated Willard 51-45 on January 20th of 2024. 2-3 versus Missouri teams, though, a year ago. The Eagles went. For Olathe North, 3 returning All-Eastern Kansas League players, highlighted by junior Asia Lee, a sophomore last year making the All-EKL first team. He's joined by Layla Simmons, a junior who made the honorable mention squad, as well as Allie Workman, a senior, another honorable mention. Layla Simmons, a senior as well. The 3 All-EKL returners for Olathe North, 0-1 on the season, in their 7th campaign under head coach Zoe Williams. That's your breakdown for the Eagles. Now let's hand it off to the Staley Falcons, coming in at 1-0 under 5th-year head coach Michael Bennett, who started off in 2020, and his time here, 88-25 as a Falcon. Last season, the Falcons going 27-3. Before that, 19-10. Ending 2022, 20-7, and ending 2021, 21-5. For the Falcons, they start off this year 1-0 with a 68-23 decisive victory over the Hornets of North Kansas City, who are 1-3 as of right now. I was back on November 25th. The Falcons found themselves in a bit of a comfortable lead, nesting a 39-6 advantage at halftime, allowing 5 points in the first quarter, and I'll skip over the second here for reasons to be revealed later. 4 points allowed in the third quarter, and then 13 later on in the final period. 1 total whopping points. The defensive prowess of the Falcons showing off in the second quarter, holding the Hornets. It's again 1 point in that second quarter back on November 25th. For Coach Bennett, his first time taking on the Eagles of Olathe North. Last season, his team put up an offensive clip of 58.4 points per game, allowing 40.1. The Falcons winning the Class 6 District 8 championship, their first since 2021, taking 4th at state back in 2021. Falcons did lose in the first round of the Class 6 state tournament, falling to Rockbridge 42-39. Rockbridge ended up finishing the season in a pretty good fashion, going 26-6 and taking 3rd place. Falcons have history on their side when it comes to season openers, going 4-0 last year. Their last Kansas matchup, January 19th of this year, a 58-46 win versus Blue Valley North, going 3-0 overall versus Kansas teams a year ago. Talk about How Coach Bennett feels about this team heading into this campaign and heading into this game. Coach Bennett says, and I quote, "Their season will be defined by their pace. Want to play fast and use their tempo to tire teams out, play hard defense to as possible. Pretty straightforward and simple, but hey, the track record shows it gets the job done. The Falcons looking to get that job done and advance to 2-0 here against Olathe North tonight. Some players that stand out for Staley. They have 4 returning all-conference players, led by an absolute stud of a sophomore who had a fantastic freshman season, Destiny Manyawu, who made the all-conference second team a season ago. He's joined by a fellow sophomore, Brielle Mays, who made the second team, and Ava Miles, a junior, made the first team. London Parker, a junior now, is also a first-team selection. To round out their 4 returning all-conference players, Ava Pickens, a senior, was the 5th all-conference player a season ago, making the second team back in 2023-2024. Again, Staley, 1-0, taking on Olathe North, 0-1 in our second showdown of the 8-10 Varsity Showcase this Saturday evening here in Gladstone, Missouri at Oak Park High School. Should be a good one between 2 teams of winning records a season ago. The Falcons, again, 27-3 in 2023-2024, finishing number 2 in 810thevarsity.com's top 25 rankings. The Olathe North Eagles just missing out on the state tournament, going 12-10, but looking to make up for last year's shortcomings with a big win over Staley tonight. Coming up in about 2.5 minutes, it'll be Staley versus Olathe North. Again, our second showdown of the 8-10 Varsity Showcase. We're back for tip-off between the Falcons and the Eagles after this break.
Scores, features, rankings, predictions, and playoff brackets. Watch games online and, of course, the best social media coverage from Lawrence to Lee Summit and Exeter Liberty. Plus, the region's biggest events with college combines, basketball showcases, and more. All at one place. And now let Christian tell you again.
Check it out now. In City's home for high school sports, 18 Varsity.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the campus of Parkview.
Welcome back to the 8-10 Varsity Showcase number 36 here at Oak Park High School. Just seconds away between a cross-border showdown between Staley and Olathe North, rounding out the girls division action today in Gladstone, Missouri. We'll turn it over to the PA administration here at the fine folks at Oak Park High School to meet our starters between the Falcons and the Eagles.
Junior 5'10", number 10, Isha Williams. 5'9", senior number 12, Barrett Shore. And the senior 6'4", 24, Layla Simmons. The Eagles are led by head coach Alonzo Williams, assisted by Brittany Redmond, the Olathe North Eagles. And now let's move the starters for your Staley Falcons. A 6'2", sophomore number 5, Justine Manuel. A 5'9", junior number 20, London Parker. A 5'9", sophomore number 22, Brielle Mays. A 6' junior number 23, Ava Fowler. And a 5'5", senior number 30, Leah Crockett. The Falcons are led by head coach Mike Porter, assistant Aidan Fowler, Joe Cooley, Claire Davis, and Phil Hickman. The Staley Falcons.
Again, your starters for Olathe North, it goes Rema Simmons, Asia Lee, Allie Workman, Barrett Shores, and Layla Simmons. First coached by Zoe Williams. For the Falcons of Staley, Destiny Mania, London Parker, Brielle Mays, Ava Miles, and Maya Crockett, coached by Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett's staff is David Fowler and Joey Quigley. Joe Williams' staff is Brittany Redmond. They're just moments away from lighting this candle between the Falcons and the Eagles. Tipping off for the Falcons is number 5, Destiny Mania. And for Olathe North, it's number 24, Layla Simmons.